Please welcome to the stage our conference moderator, Claudia Brüninghaus.
Good morning, bienvenue, welcome and herzlich willkommen to, and welcome back also, to the Global Solutions Summit 2025. My name is Claudia Brüninghaus. I'll be your conference moderator also today, and I'm also head of events at the Global Solutions Initiative. And in both capacities, I'm quite excited actually to see so many of you this early on this pretty morning in Berlin. Over 1,000 participants are joining in the Global Solutions Summit here at ESMT Berlin and also on screens and in your offices all over the globe from over 100 countries. And we are very, very thankful that you're taking the time to be with us today. There's a lot to talk about. Also, a lot of guests are just now shuffling in from bilateral meetings we had already this morning. And we put the topic Bridging Divides, New Pathways for Global Prosperity over all of the sessions. We cover a broad variety of topics, but all of them are unified in looking for a way forward, in not stopping at looking at problems and finding ways why, or reasons why not to work together, but always looking for solutions and for ways we can walk on together. So thank you for this spirit. And I want to encourage you to take this very personally. We sure do. This entire summit, this entire conference is designed for you to meet, to mingle, to exchange perspectives, to share yours and to also ask questions. And that's true for this whole venue. There's a lot of meeting points, there's a lot of room, but that's also true for the digital platform that you all can meet on. Please have a look around through the participants, through the speakers, make use of the meetings digitally and on site, and find ways to bridge divides. Today we have one very special keynote speaker ahead. A few minutes from now we'll hear it from you, Votre Excellence. Monsieur Salle will be speaking French. That's why a few of you are sitting on translating divides already. And we'll translate from French to English on channel 1. You don't need them just yet because my colleague will speak English, but later on, if you don't have a device yet, my colleagues will pass them on. But before I introduce Macky Sall to this stage, let me share this spot for just a minute with my dear colleague and managing partner of the Global Solutions Initiative, Christian Kastrop, to send us off into the day with some framing remarks. Christian, please.
Good morning. Opening of day 2. Very happy to have the honor to do that. So I hope you had a nice time yesterday and I hope you had a good sleep. So it's a pleasure to welcome you back to day 2 of our conference. Yesterday, during our GSI President's opening speech, Dennis Snower, we were reminded that in a fractured world of, say, my nation first politics, smart, engaged and also reinforced multilateralism is more necessary than ever. So aligning global cooperation with national interests isn't just possible. No, it's essential. And the task ahead is to turn shared global gains into tangible, also national benefits, of course. So when governments retreat from global cooperation, it falls short to other stakeholders and to global civil society. So we have to keep the agenda for a just future alive. And this is also where we hope that this meeting here today, these 2 days, could help a little bit and, say, reinforce our joint powers. So responsibility to imagine and advance better global models doesn't disappear, it just shifts. And it lands with those willing to act. And I hope that we create this community of those willing to act. And please just put it also outward of these interesting rooms to everywhere you go. So we heard a powerful call for a new kind of policy making, one that doesn't treat growth, solidarity, and environmental health as competing goals. Instead, it places them side by side as the foundation for inclusive and meaningful development. agency, equity, long-term thinking must be the central to how we govern in this very decisive decade. I think we are really in front of something which will change the globe entirely, and we have to see that it goes on the good side and not on the bad side. So we know this famous Star Wars agenda. Let's not have a polarization like that. So, a recurring theme was the need for institutional innovation, therefore, and I think if we talk about institutional innovation, we as an organization which also tries to feed into the G20 and the G7 communities and also receive a lot from these communities, I think we really need these bold collaborative structures that reflect the spirit of our time. So I think we were reminded that global interdependence isn't just a philosophical idea. Of course, it is also a one, but we have to make it work. So they are the compass we need to navigate today's complex crisis, from climate to technology risks, also to global inequality, which we still face in a lot of the global south and elsewhere. So the digital dialogue helped us move beyond the somewhat tiring EU versus US framing. So we explore and explored already to build digital systems that truly empower people, not just regulate platforms or chase innovation for its own sake. So we need a new consensus, and this is built on citizen-first, value-driven, and anchored in public interest, also digital infrastructure, where we presented here a very nice toolkit with our partners. So before we move into today's program, let me note that this is a particularly also special day for Germany. So the new chancellor is sworn in, and of course we also have a look into that because there is a lot of cooperation also between this organization and governmental organizations. So we have one ear what's happening now. So we mark therefore not only a shift in domestic leadership, but the beginning of a new chapter also in Germany's international engagement, and I think whatever it takes, one that will influence its role as a partner and also ally in shaping global cooperation, as we know, working together for quite 8 years. So, and now it's a great honor to introduce our next speaker, former President of Senegal, Macky Sall, and so that's for me, and now Claudia, please.